Hey everyone, I'm Pradeep, and today I want to talk a little bit about the ethical side of using statistical analysis for real world decisions and how we can actually make sure we are doing it the right way. So, when we use statistics to make decisions, we are not just dealing with the numbers, we are dealing with real people's lives, and that's why ethics are so important. One of the first things that comes to mind is bias. If the data we are using is biased, or if we look at it in a way that favors one group over another, then the decisions based on the data are going to be unfair. And sometimes bias is not even obvious at first. It can be hidden in how the data was collected or in what questions were asked. That's why it's important to stay really aware and critical throughout the whole process. Privacy is another big thing. A lot of data we use today is super personal. Things like health info, what people buy online, where they live, and it's our responsibility to make sure that information stays protected. Just because we can access certain data does not mean we should use it without thinking about the impact on people's lives. And honestly, transparency ties into all of this too. If we are using statistics to make decisions, especially ones that affect a lot of people, we have to be upfront about how we got our results. That means explaining the methods, pointing out any limitations, and not just showing the good parts. It's way too easy to twist statistics to make something look better or worse than it actually is. And being honest about the process helps build trust. As for how we can make sure all of this actually happens in practice, I think it starts with education and culture. People who work with data should be trained to think ethically from day one, not just taught the technical skills but also how think about the real world consequences of their work. Companies and organizations need to have clear rules about ethics, and even better, they should have systems in place where people can double check or review each other's work just to make sure everything's fair and honest. At the end of the day, the goal is not just to be good at statistics, it's to use statistics to make better, fairer decisions that actually help people. And keeping ethics at the center of everything is the best way to do that. Thanks for listening.